So the first question I'd like to ask is, what is your name?
I'm Kieran Timmins,
What is it that you do?
MMA fighter and a student at the moment.
What is your drive and motivation for the sport?
It's just a passion. Keeps my head on, keeps me straight. Really keeps my life together. I'm very all or nothing. As soon as I stopped doing MMA, my whole life kind of unravels a bit. I used to play rugby at university, and I had some stuff go on in my personal life, and I kind of stopped playing rugby, lost my way a bit, and then I just saw Daniel Cormier on the TV, and I was like, I want to do that. So I went to a gym, started training. They wouldn't let me do anything, so I started going to the gym, took a few fights, and then went back later.
So after leaving rugby and looking for a new purpose, what was it about Daniel Cormier as an athlete that inspired and encouraged you to make that transition?
It's his personality. There was a video on YouTube of him talking about facing his adversities and how he overcame them. And I was going through my own adversities at the time, and I just thought his attitude to it and his outlook was inspirational, and it made me think something I want to do, following his footsteps.
So you was more inspired by Daniel Cormier's mindset in terms of how he overcame adversity.
Yeah, how he dealt with things that went wrong in his life and his attitude to it.
So you find more inspiration based on another athlete's attitude rather than his attributes.
Yeah, definitely.
What is your favourite style and technique to learn for MMA?
Wrestling's my number one, and then jiu-jitsu and a bit of boxing.
Out of all the three styles you just mentioned, what is it about wrestling that gets your attention to pursue it even more?
Yeah, wrestling's my base, because basically just Khabib was smashing everyone with wrestling, and I realised no one in England tends to wrestle, so I went down to Wolves Wrestling Club, and the coach there, Ram Singh, was just a really good coach, really nice guy, and I just felt like I fit in there, so I just made that my base.
What are your goals moving forward in the long term as an amateur MMA fighter?
Ideally, I want to fight professionally in the UFC.
How long do you reckon it would take you to go from amateur to professional, then making to the UFC?
It depends on lockdown, really. I spoke to my kind of main coach and mentor, Chris Mia, and he agrees with me. I think by the end of next year, skill-wise, I'll be ready to be Cage Warriors World Champion and then move on to the UFC. But it's just a case of getting the fights in and learning to do it on the night, because obviously doing it in the gym is one thing, but to be able to go out there and perform on the night is different. So I just need lockdown to end so I can get those fights in and that experience.